Hello there and welcome back to Let's Play Etrian Odyssey. I am the RNGenius, but you may call me Eric, and in the last episode we created our party. We created a guild, we called it LP Squad, and then we created our party members, assembling an offensive force against the dungeon. We found out that we have Yggdrasil Labyrinth to explore, and we are in this town called Etria. But before we can actually accept any quests and go into the dungeon, we have to go to Rada Hall and sign up to the basically government. So let's do that right now. No begging. This is Rada Hall, home to Etria's governing body. I assume, newcomers, that you are en route to investigate the forest. However, we don't recognize just anybody who manages to throw together a guild. If you wish to become licensed adventurers, first complete the mission we give you. A new mission is available. Select Accept Missions from the menu to see the details. The Adventurous Initiation. New adventurers must be tested by mapping the first floor of the labyrinth. Meet the soldiers on B1F for the details. You think the black bottom screen is kinda boring, don't ya? Well, let's make it a little fancy, shall we? Your mission is to map part of the first floor of the labyrinth as an initiation. Those who cannot accomplish this elementary task are better off staying out of the forest. Explore the first floor and map everything you see there. This method will be useful later. There's a small map to start you off. Here's a small map to start you off. Fill in the rest of the details as best you can. Obtained map. There you go, that's better. Now go to the forest and get the details from the soldier on the first floor. Alright, from this point onwards you will be seeing my mouse cursor much more often. By now I will have created an overlay. As you can see, the bottom screen is a little smaller than the top screen because the top screen has absolute priority. Everything that happens basically up there. The only thing that happened down here is the map, and you'll see me draw this map as I go. Of course, the game isn't exactly assembled as you can see it right there. On my end, both screens have the same size, and there is no transition in between these two screens. On me, that's one fluid motion, having the cursor go through the screens, and on yours it looks like the cursor is being warped and transformed so it's smaller afterward. You can take a guess at what I did there in editing. Well, that is as much as I have to say about that. We got a map and we're supposed to map out the first floor. We can do that, I hope. Hey, you seem a little not particularly excited about your job and about me. What's that about, Subaltern Quinn? Here at Rada Hall, we both govern Etria and promote investigation of the labyrinth. When adventurers discover new beasts and objects, we are equipped to note their findings. It would be a great help, explorers of LP Squad, if you would contribute as well. Man, don't want to talk to you anymore. Alrighty. We did not particularly check out Shaleka's goods because we have armor to buy as well, which is tweed jacket, this is a shield, hairpin, knit gloves, leaf boots. All these give +1, except for these leaf boots, they give 2 stats. They also give agility up, and agility up is so good that I'll in fact buy 4 leaf boots right now. Because that's so good, and those are pretty cheap. Well, they sell for 80, and that you can buy them for 80 gold, and that's good. Accessories, we can buy a hide belt, defense +1 and HP +5. I wonder if that's actually useful. That might be useful. That could be the difference between a character dying and not dying. Not yet. That's 300 gold. I don't want to. And a ward chime. Its repellent chime decreases the encounter rate. I want to pick up this hide belt. I want to. But I have to heal all that anyways. No, I won't. I won't buy that. I won't. I'll equip all of that now before I forget it. Keenan, you're gonna get boots. And Arbuckle, you are going to get boots. And Eric, you're going to get the wand and boots. And Chuckles, you're also going to get better boots. Everybody's happy. Everybody's happy. So we've got a crest, and now we're supposed to go to the forest. The brink of the maze, forest entrance. We can go to the Yggdrasil Labyrinth or geomagnetic field. What's that? Warp to a stratum. That is unavailable to you now. Alright, I get it. Let's go to the Yggdrasil Labyrinth. First stratum, Emerald Grove. The first hope-filled step. And this is what the main part of the game looks like. This is the exploration side of it. We're right now in the dungeon, and if you've seen my Let's Plays of Legend of Grimrock and Legend of Grimrock 2, you know this type of grid-based dungeon crawler. Like in this case, there is no buttons on the walls to push, but we still have to explore basically everything. And what do we have here? We can check that wall. Oh no. A small crack is visible in the wall of trees before you, but it seems you cannot pass through from this side. Oh god, no. I did not know this was there before, so I have to check every single wall. No! Well, that's gonna be fun. That is going to be fun. I did not do that before, so there's going to be a lot more turning. The Yggdrasil Labyrinth. One task must be performed before challenging its depths. As you have some skill at adventuring, 3 skill points should be available to you. To spend them on skills useful in the labyrinth, open the main menu with the Y button. Select Custom to allocate skill points, but think carefully before doing so. You may already be aware of this, in which case this advice is happily unnecessary. If so, then hesitate no longer to begin your adventure in this lush green forest. You can also see this blue glowing orb in the bottom right of the top screen. That indicates if there is monsters nearby, and it will change color depending on the existence of monsters nearby. I don't want to walk against every wall. It's not gonna be good. There, it changed color. You can see it. Green. I was hoping this was not the case, but this is the case. We cannot go that direction yet. Will I really go against every wall? There's no need to explore virgin territory yet? Okay, you're trying to tell me something, aren't you? First, seek the soldier waiting in the known areas of the forest. Fine. Fine. That's an encounter. Hello there, monsters have appeared. There is random encounters like this in this game. And, Keenan. Ah, that's boost. There's a boost meter below. It says boost right there. You can attack the tree rat, okay? And you're also going to attack the tree rat. And what are you going to do? You're also going to attack the tree rat, and so are you. Whip deals 6 damage, not particularly much. Yeah, that dagger is much more. We are not offensively potent, and we took a fair bit of damage there. That was a mistake. Don't attack that one. Eric can take care of that last remaining HP. We have to actually think about what we do here, otherwise we're not going to be in a good position. As you can see, we do lose a fair bit of health, and I don't want to go back and revive my people all the time. So let's do it the smart way. The enemy has fallen. Soft hide, small fang. We encountered tree rats and we discovered a new item. Small fang and soft hide. Nice. This is where the soldier is to be located. Is said to be located. As you walk the narrow path, greenery all around, you see a soldier standing guard. You must be the new guys. The Rada told me you'd be along. Welcome to the forest. A few questions for the soldier spring to mind, but you wonder if you shouldn't let him be. Ask him something. Ask what he's doing. The soldier answers your questions slowly. My orders are to make sure no one, you for example, gets in the forest without permission. If you want in, start the way everyone does. Make a map of the floor we're on. As I'm sure they told you back at the radar, everyone goes through this initiation. With that, the soldier points to the map of the forest you hold in your hands. In this game, you must draw your own map on the lower screen using the stylus. Take care to recreate each square exactly as it is in the dungeon on your map. There is how you do that. You'll get that when I do it. Do you understand how to draw a map? I do. This area inside the red border shows where you've got to map. Finish that part and see me. Ask about the labyrinth. The soldier looks around him once before answering. We call this the Yggdrasil Labyrinth. It's a pretty strange place. The ecology here is completely different than the one in the world above, where we live. It goes down so deep that no one has ever seen the lowest stratum. If you plan on exploring down there, then make sure your guard is up at all times. His speech delivered, the soldier loses interest in you and returns to his post. You hesitate, unsure whether to ask him another question or let the matter drop. Leave quietly. You decide to leave the soldier alone. And this would be the main gimmick. You have to map out the dungeon yourself. This time not with grid paper, but you actually have the grid right in front of you and can do it virtually. It's better than with grid paper, but that gives the game a pretty old school-ish flair, and it's nice to map this out. It is. It is. I already did this today, so I pretty much know where to go and where not to go right now, where I would die. Right now what we want to do is gain a little bit of experience. And how we do that is by just exploring a little bit. Just exploring. So we can do that. Oh no. What? Ah, you do map it out. Good. I thought he wasn't doing it. No, he is. He is. There's a little intersection. I know I'm not looking at every wall, but I can't handle that. I can't. It's... That's not what I'm here for. Previously I didn't do that, and I wish I hadn't seen that. I wish. But everybody has already gained a little bit of boost. I do wonder what boost is about. We encounter a new enemy, a mole. This is not tree rats, and a mole is a little more sturdy than tree rats. But as far as it goes, one mole is not a big deal. And here you can see how the experience works. We have 4 characters with us right now. Everybody gets 3 experience. That means the mole actually gave us 3 times 4, making 12 experience. That's what we gained from this fight. And if the fewer characters you have, or if characters of your party die, of course, the experience gets split between the ones that are still standing. So that is what that is about. That was a mole. We encountered a new monster, a mole. Okay. Now as for the mapping out part, of course, we have the auto mapping function enabled, so I don't have to fill in these rooms all the time. But we do have to create the walls, and you're gonna be laughing after you see how good I am at drawing walls. Just to tell you, I'm not good. It's gonna be pretty horrible having you watch me draw walls all the time. That's good. That's part of this. That is just part of this Let's Play. Okay, a little further. That's what I'm gonna do every time. Always. At all times. Our encounter bubble's still red. That is no good. I'll go into this... Oh no. Okay, another mole. We can work with that. I'll attack, and attack with Arbuckle as well. But by now we need to heal Arbuckle. He's at 10 HP. That's just no good. Every single volt costs 4, so I can use a total of 4 volts with Chuckles. I think... No, this is not the fight. Not against one enemy. Yeesh. And the cure that Eric has access to also costs 4 tech points. And we'll heal Keenan and Arbuckle after this encounter. by choosing skills. Eric and Cure. Keenan has full health again. Arbuckle doesn't have full health. We picked up the medicine in town, but the cure is actually more effective than the medicine is more effective than the cure. Uh-oh. The medicine is more effective than the cure, and the mana I use with cure replenishes, so I'll always use cure over medicine. Because that's something I don't have to pay much money for. The woodfly. Woodfly is a new encounter, and you guys focus on this tree rat. You also attack because you don't have much to do, and this time I'm gonna use a volt. Uh-oh. Sadly, uh-oh. What was that? There's vines. It was called Whir. I think Arbuckle might not be able to escape anymore, but I don't know. Yeah, that symbol down there does mean entangled or entwined. I don't know what that means though. Oh no, that's not what I wanted to do. I can actually draw a map during combat. That's probably nice. That's gonna be useful. Just so you know, there is this defend option, but it takes a while till you actually defend. It's not like the defend makes you be much quicker about yourself. So if I were to defend with Arbuckle, he gets he gets attacked and afterwards he defends. So the defend option is not that viable at this moment. It also decreases aggro, so if you have a character in the front row who's defending and one who's not, the enemies are more likely to attack the one who is not defending. As far as I can tell. That's good experience. Woodfly! Alright, nothing too special yet. Something to check. While walking through the narrow trail, you find a trickle of water near the end. The clear, cool water seems extremely tempting after your arduous hike. You hesitate, unsure of whether to slake your thirst or to pass by the water. What will you do? Put your hand in the water. You reach out and put your hand into the spring water flowing from the rocks. The icy water cools your heated skin. You wonder whether you should try a sip or leave without taking action. Take a sip. Cupping your hands in the stream, you bring a sip of water to your lips. The clear, cold water quenches your thirst. Feeling much better after drinking the spring water, you decide to move on. Let's see, did that actually do anything? Our TP are the same, our health is the same. I don't think that did anything. I think that it absolutely nothing. But we found it, so that's good. Oh. More combat. That's a fight we already went through. Preemptive strike! Huh! That's a first. You will use the vault again against this woodfly, because this is a scary encounter. at least right now, with 4 people in my party. That is so much damage. That is so much damage with Volt. With 50 damage. Everything else, the maximum I do apart from that is like 10. So this is good. The enemy has fallen. And that is a level up for everybody. Small Fang, Insect Eye, Small Fang. Insect Eye is a new item. Now, let's see. Customize. Keenan, we can pick up something new. We already have attack up and whips. And I picked up the Viper. What did you... Ecstasy? Whip skill that does incredible damage to totally bound enemies. Climax. Whip skill that may kill and drain enemies with low HP. Are you, Hypnose. Nerve. Sword Stab. Mirage. Sword Stab at the enemy's skull with a chance of confusing it. That sounds horrible. Petrify. Sword Stab at the enemy's muscles with a chance of stoning. Alright. By the way, to pick up these skills, you can always actually check it up. Learning this skill, for example, requires whips above level 5, attack up above level 5. So far I haven't figured out what this condition means. Whether it is either whips above level 5 or attack up above level 5 or both. If it's both, of course, this is gonna be an endgame skill. But we're gonna see. Cuffs whip attacks with a chance of binding the enemy's arms. Only costs 3 technique points. Those are hard to come by with this class, so that's good. Shackles. So this is binds enemy's head, legs, and arms. We'll have to actually check what does what. Cloak. Hide in the shadows so the enemies won't target you. Ha. TP up above level 3. This seems good. Increase damage dealt when HP is low. Und boost up. Increases the improvement gained when boosted. Boost point +1. I don't know what boosted means. I don't know. We'll figure that out. Gather plants for materials at item points. I'm not gonna put that in there yet. We haven't used any TP yet. I have used damage. I have used whips, and I would like more whip damage. Gag is now available. Whip attack with a chance of binding the enemy's head. Arbuckle, what are you gonna pick up? You have provoke, but I'm not gonna do that yet. Await the enemy's attack to parry it and negate the damage. What I need for that? Defense up above level 3. Alright. And you also have mine. No need to pick that up right now. I'll choose defense up again. Flee is now available. Parry is now available. Flee does what? Sacrifice HP to escape from battle to the previous floor. Eric is going to pick up more healer. Patch up available. Small healing after battles with no TP cost. This is a very good skill. I definitely want to pick this up. Chuckles. You could vault up. Or you could TP up. And I think that's more valuable, right? Actually, I'm going to choose chop. You can also chop trees. So that's nice. With the things at event points, currently we have 4 out of 4 chop usages. Every time I am at an item point and use one of those, I get an item, but I can only do it every 24 hours, so yeah. It's actually pretty good to have a sizable amount of those, which are going to refresh anyways, but still. That's just money gain, basically. And the items you gain also, if you sell them in the item shop, you gain access to new items. That's an additional reason to get new items. Alright, before we continue, actually I'm going to map this area out before I forget what all this looks like. Yeah, this is a T-type dealio, so I'll be choosing this. This goes way down here. We can only look at 4 grids every time. Oh, no, I resized the window. No. Snap. That is very bad. That is work. If I resize the window, that's work for me every time. It blows. Okay, I'll have to do something about that. Can I change that back? What did I do? That's no good. That seems fine. That seems fine. Back to normal. I might end up forgetting about this. Maybe 1 more pixel? That seems good. Yep. I'm sorry about that. I'm very sorry. I hope the screens won't be off. I hate it when that happens. That is the most difficult thing to worry about when recording a Nintendo DS title, by the way. Because that overlay situation is very finicky. Very, very finicky. And it's not fun doing that in editing, so I want to have the least amount of work. So I copy all the positioning over, and if I rearrange the window size, well, copying that over will create for very mediocre content, because there's going to be pieces cut off, and as you know, I do, well, record 2 hours over again, because I wasn't particularly happy about my quality to begin with. So that's something that should tell you about how much I like having high quality videos here. Apart from that, I hope you enjoyed this episode. There was too much rambling a second ago, I'm sorry. I hope you enjoyed it though, and I hope I'll see you in the next episode as well. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you then. Bye bye.